Bon Voyage.
That's
And obviously it
intense.
was fake, but like,
Yeah.
dude goes hard apparently. This is the same one but shorter.
Fireworks.
All of these are asking for like 850 or 860 bucks. What is up with? Holy shit! This one's just a big fucking block.
Bruh.
Oh, we're recording?
No. Yes, we are.
Is this like a one shot or what's happening
Pretty
here?
much.
Alright,
Dustin won't be here for an hour. This usually takes about an hour depending on the run.
we're getting the most out of our time.
Yeah. This is Risk of Rain 2. We're waiting for Dustin, doing a quick one shot of this. I play it myself, so most things are unlocked. It's currently in super beta. I guess alpha would be the better term, but it's more beta than alpha. It's a sequel to Risk of Rain, which is a 2D platformer roguelike, where you select a plethora of characters and you just try to make it to the end. But this one doesn't have an end, so it's just try to get as far as you can.
And then up in that upper right corner you see the difficulty. It'll eventually progress to ha-ha, but the ha's go forever because there's, since Devin said, there's no end, so it just goes on forever. I'm gonna move my mic because Devin just reached over and clipped the mic to me, and then I look over and the recording thing's on.
Did nothing to stop me. But with it, the game it's a balance of, you want to try to go through as fast as possible through the stages, while also managing to collect items along the way to get stronger, because the game gets harder the longer it goes. But I also find that doesn't matter, because no matter, like, if you just speed through a level, the difficulty will jump anyway, so it's kind of doesn't matter if you take your time, as long as you can get all the items at least. But this character is the Artificer. It's kind of like a mage, shoot fire and a giant plasma ball. That's normally. This is also a multiplayer game where you can play online with up to 3 other people. But a lot of people don't really understand the etiquette of the game. I sound snobby with that statement, but
No, when you play like team online games, it's, you expect people to know what they should be doing to help the team, but 99% of the time, that might be an exaggeration, but most of the time they don't.
yeah, but like a prime example is if I get an item, that's a shitty item. An item that most people, there's an item called the backup magazine, which this is my secondary skill, the left trigger button. Backup magazine gives an extra charge of that, so I could shoot 2 of them. Certain characters do better with it than others. Like the engineer does not need it, because his secondary already has 10 charges and laying down mines, but you can't lay down more than 10 at a time. So even if you have 11 charges, it does not matter. But with the Artificer, that's the strongest attack you have. They can do up to 2,000% damage. So it's better for the... Jesus. Oh yeah, no, they edited. They changed things since I last played. So some
Yeah, I
things
thought
are
that was like the legend chest already. Yeah. Legend chest for 30 bucks.
That's a lot of bugs. This is just a big old one-shot to waste time, pretty much. They've added it, so I played a bit trying to get the new character they unlocked. I got him. He's a plant boy. Yeah, that's what I thought. So there are different. Fuck yeah, crowbar. Different chests now. Blues are just basic. They're random chests. They'll give you random items. Red ones, as it said there, was damage chest. So it gives you an item that would do something with your damage. There are green ones that are healing-based items, and then another one that's support items. So you can try to prioritize what chests you get. They're slightly more expensive. But
It costs more because you know what you're getting.
I love transfusion.
Infusion?
Infusion. It changed it. It was transfusion.
What's the
Every kill, I get up 1 point in health.
what's the crowbar combo that you the Artificer is good with? Artificer?
So, Artificer, the combo I always like
Artificer.
The combo I like trying to set up is a bunch of crowbars, because items stack, their effects all do. Because what crowbar does is, when an enemy is healthy, meaning at 90% or more health or full, you do extra bonus damage. So it's all about one-shots. If you get a bunch of them, a bunch of backup mags, and then the sunglasses, which increase your crit chance. And then there's another item that increases your crit damage. So you get all of those, so if you hit a full health enemy, like very little things can stay. And that's the also benefit of the Nova Bomb or whatever the fuck, is that it has that little arc lightning. So it's effective for groups and single target because, where is it? The gimmick of each level is, as it says in the objective, find the teleporter. An easy way to find it is the area that it's around will have particle effects of like red and white particles just around the air. I'm blind as fuck, so you may see it before me, but oh yeah, see.
It's not a bad idea to kind of hang out at a level and grind a little bit to get more items, but you got to keep in mind the difficulties progressively getting longer, and there are certain chests and achievements, I think, something like that, that require you to hit a certain spot at a certain time.
There's one special item, because the Y button, how it's blank, that's an equipment. It's an equipment slot, and there's a special one that you can once you unlock an item, or like unlock its requirements in a previous run, you get it for every next run. There's one equipment item that I haven't got. Like, I don't grind this out. I just play to kill time because it's a long game. But there's one where you have to get to the third stage in under 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna get it. It requires like flawless finding the thing, teleporter, and beating the boss, and you gotta like risk going without items.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get chests or anything. Well, a large amount of chests anyway.
But yeah, right now I'm very set up for quite the splash damage build with the Will-O-Wisp jar and Kajaro's band, where those explosions are from the Will-O-Wisp, and if there ever shows like a fire tornado, that's the band.
One of the first times that I watched Devin play this shit, he got he just got insanely stacked.
There it is.
So that everything changed to everything basically, and he had all the like fire tornado, some arc lightning thing, and just everything when it died exploded, which hit another person, which chained it all again, and it was just ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It got to the point where he would one-shot the bosses.
Yeah, they've actually made the game difficult.
They balanced it a bit after that, but was I reading that that Reddit thread of scam emails when you started recording this?
The end of it.
Yeah, so at the beginning, there's a thread on Reddit of all the spam emails that people get. So when you Google it, you can when you get that email, you can Google it and be like, all right, other people got it, it's just spam. So like in the same way that people spoof your number, they can spoof your email. And then, so you'll get an email from them, but it'll look like it's from yourself. And they use that to say like, oh, look, I got into your system or whatever. And then it almost always says that literally every single one I've seen here is you got into, it says that you were like watching porn or something, and they turned on your camera and got like a video of you, and they're gonna send it to all your contacts or whatever if you don't send them. It's literally always in the range of $800 to $870 for some reason in Bitcoin, and just all this shit. It's and then some arbitrary deadline, but obviously it's all fake. But first of all, I wonder how many people. First of all, what casual person has $800 in fucking Bitcoin? Like, I'm sure there's a, like, I don't know. But it's just...
What am I ashamed of? Everyone already knows what kind of porn I watch.
It's just, it's funny as fuck, and they all have, like... I'm scrolling through it right now, and they all have these little comments that are like some of them are like, you have good taste though, or that you watch some fucked up stuff, and I'm like, just...
Yes.
And it's obvious, like, obviously some people who get this shit, like, actually did do the shit in there. They obviously didn't get recorded, but it's like, but to people who haven't done that or anything, and they get one of these, it's just like, alright, it's clearly fake, but...
There's the backup mag.
If you are not knowledgeable about the... I'm reading this word for word, so if it's fucked up, there's your... I am actually an individual who from now on possesses an admission to your personal computer system. On top of that, I have full admission to your user accounts. Their wording is always so weird on these. We've been examining
they
your...
try to sound formal, but it's way too...
It sounds like...
derails itself.
Yeah, it sounds like a show Bob's and Vagine type deal.
Bros.
But, we've been examining your activity for a month or two now. Oh, there's more than one of them, apparently. The reality from what? Is that you were contaminated with the spyware from adult material internet site that you just simply had been to. If you are not knowledgeable about the following, I'm going to summarize it for you. Trojan gives me total admission, blah blah blah. It's not just Trojan, like there's Trojan horsing a computer, which you can do, but it, like, you don't just call it Trojan. Meaning that I can see the whole thing on your own screen, turn on a camcorder and audio recording. It's not a camcorder, it's your webcam. Camcorder is like a fucking handheld thing. Without you knowing about it. Almost forgot to mention, I do have your own whole contact list in all your communication. That's a line that's in every single one of them. And why your antivirus did not discover malware? To tell the truth, the clear answer is quite straightforward. My own malware utilizes, misspelled of course, the drivers. Okay. I update the signatures every 4 hours to make certain your antivirus is always calm. I produced a movie demonstrating just how you fulfill yourself in one part of display, and also the movie you've watched on the other part. I think he's talking about porn. With one mouse click, I can also post this video to every one of your emails and social network contacts. Additionally, I'll share a mission with your own email messages. Oh, this one isn't 800 bucks. This is the first not 800 one I've seen. If you prefer to avoid this, transfer the sum of $500 to my own Bitcoin address. If you don't know how to do this, Google purchase Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no.
It's the same shit over and over. Like, everyone here is asking for the same amount of money.
Call them in a predicament.
Like,
it's either a backup mag or crowbar.
I would read more, but it's all the same shit.
Motherfucker, I wanted the crowbar. God damn it.
I mean, you have if you get the arc lightning bitch though, isn't that what the charge you just got was for?
It was just for the boot.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's also the thing, is you don't want to do the teleporter before getting things, because as soon as you get through, the enemies stop spawning. So everything that's currently here is all that will be.
Yeah, and you can't get a bunch of money without.
Which there's a great way, or like, it's an iffy way of doing it, of you can start the teleporter, and then ignore the boss, and the enemies will sprint juice. Will just keep spawning. So you just ignore it, and then it's a faster way, because in the earlier stages, the enemy spawns, they're kind of slow. Yeah. And there are 3 ranges of chests. There's the common ones, which are the like the $44 ones that you're seeing. Then there's the medium ones, and then there's legendary.
If they're all different colors, how do you tell which one's legendary now?
Oh no, the legendary is big. Those ones, and it also cost 3 times as much. So the common ones cost like an average amount of money. This one is 44 in this stage.
It goes
next
up
one costs
by
double.
Yeah.
Then the next one costs triple if there was a legendary chest, but there's never a legendary chest until the 4th stage. But the smaller chests have a chance of all items, but more commonly the white ones, which are common items. The next one up, the bigger ones, are higher, mostly green and reds, which red is a legendary item. And the final chest is legendary, pretty much guaranteed. So if you get a red item, which I did, from a small chest, it's quite rare.
We just now made it to medium.
Yeah. I am also playing on the easiest difficulty, because I'm not good. So.
And then the purple money's for that one extra store, right?
Yeah, there's a hidden world that you can go to that you can either find a shrine and pay a coin to guarantee, or I think that's it. I don't think there's a random chance for it. Yay, more Will-O-the-Wisp.
And then if you shoot the shopkeeper, he kicks you out.
Yeah, you get banned. So rocket drone.
Rocket drone.
There it is. So in the text there, it says a blue orb has appeared. There are 3 orbs. There's the blue one, there's a white one, and then there's a gold one. Which the blue one is when you summon the thing. When you do you pay the coin, get them to show up. The white one is every 7 stages, because then you have a chance to just kill yourself. And it'll give you 10 lunar coins for doing it. A lot of guys. And then the gold one is a special secret boss room that'll give you 3 red items if you beat it. But it's a bitch. I hate it.
Yeah, the every 7 levels thing he was talking about, it's this thing where like you can't die, basically. And there's an altar at the end of it, and you can sacrifice yourself, and it just ends your run and gives you the lunar coins. So if you're ready to quit, basically, it's a good way to do it. You're getting a shit ton of health.
Yeah.
It's weird to see you with actual health and not that shield thing.
You don't technically have a shield, but...
Well, yeah, but there's this item that makes all of your health shield. It gives you, like, if you had 200 HP, you'd have 1 HP and 199 shield. And frankly, I'm not sure why that's helpful. I think shield regenerates faster or something. Yeah.
So, that's the gimmick with lunar coins, is you buy lunar items, which are blue rarity. Their whole gimmick is they're really powerful, but they have a downside, so it's a pro-con thing. Like, the best one is some conch shell, which I have yet to unlock.
The magic conch.
Which, it reduces the cooldown of your equipment, and Jesus, I haven't gotten equipment yet. Holy shit. It reduces the... Because equipment has a cooldown, just like everything else. It reduces the cooldown by 50%, but it automatically uses itself. So depending on what it is, that can be really good or really bad, because there's actually a lunar equipment that just sets everything on the fuck. Goddamn rusty feet. That just sets everything on fire, including you, so it just triggers by itself. It's not really...
That dude just jumped off the fucking cliff there.
This is also not going to be an episodic thing. This is going to be the full thing.
We're going all the way through. Our one-shots Saturday or Sunday? I forget.
Every one of these, I guess. I want the hook.
Yeah, we have series throughout the week, and then one-shots on... I don't know, whatever day this fucking comes up is your answer. But, there you go.
See, whenever you get like a bunch of movement speed things and you just start running around trying to see like, what can I collect? Wow, those are shitty options.
Yeah, games like this and
turn around.
Really just most fucking games in general. You know, like it starts off slow and then you get really far into it, but then, and you know, obviously with progression you get quicker, and like you said with the movement speed ups, or like even in a game like, I don't know, Stardew Valley or something, when you get like all Iridium tools and then you start a new file, or in this game you start a new run, you forgot just how slow the base game really is, and going from like you're maxed out everything to the base speed, it's just so awful.
Yeah, no, this is a game that I only play, I do one run and then I'm done, because it usually goes well and I get like a nice kill sometime. And then when I die, it's like, I'll try again.
Ooh, that was nice.
Fuck no.
That was nice.
I don't want to. This sucks. The Tesla coil!
Ooh, shit. That's legendary, isn't it?
Yeah. Every 10 seconds, it'll turn itself on and off. And just do that. Just do that.
Oh, shit.
I love it. I love it.
I really like the fireworks.
Oh, fireworks are so fucking stupid. Whenever you open a chest or interact with anything, it just launches fireworks out that home in on enemies.
Yeah, but it's like, it's the stupidest thing ever. But when you stack a shit ton of fireworks, every time you open anything, it just kills everything, and it's just hilarious because you hear like the I don't know, something about the fireworks sound effect in this game is fucking funny to me.
Is it up there? I think it's up there. And then any gold you don't spend gets turned into XP, which is what I forgot to mention is, when I refer to levels in this, I don't mean the level above my health. That just increases your base damage. So whenever I say like 400% damage, it's from the base damage, which I don't remember what the calculation is for all of it, but each character has their own, like, not the fucking magma worm.
Seems like an odd level for the magma worm.
It's always an awkward time.
Yeah, but there's a lava level.
Okay, where you at? I know you're somewhere over there. I don't like it.
I thought it had to...
Ah.
Oh, there it is. I thought it had to spawn in the circle.
Nope. This is the worst place for it to be, because he just comes at you and
yeah, you don't have time to really do anything.
Ah!
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
can't really see him coming because you're in a cave.
That worked.
Will your Tesla coil hit him?
Yeah, it is.
There's just so many particle effects going on right now that I can't really tell.
When? Ooh, another rocket.
Another one.
To attack this thing. So now whenever I just fire, I have a chance of shooting out a homing rocket. Which a lot of things are on hit, so when you hit with the thing, that's when it triggers. For Artificer, it's kind of hard because you only have 4 shots of the fireball. This is a slow burn thing, which is why you gotta use the flamethrower, because it does a lot of tick damage. Here's something funny.
Sure.
2 days after Artificer was added to the game, people modded it so you could see under her skirt.
Of course they did.
The bizarre deal. This is also how you unlock the Artificer, is you have to get here with a grand total of 10 coins, so you need 11 in total, 1 to force the portal, and then 10 to buy her here. But, alright, what items do we got? This is it. This is Transcendence. This is the shield thing. I don't remember what the fuck that did. This, whenever you hit someone, you get gold, but when you get hit, you lose gold. And then this is the thing that sets you on fire. So yeah. Ooh. Oh, I don't have to quit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. Which? Wake of Vultures. Temperate. Oh, that's what it does.
You lost the extra mag and your homing rocket.
Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Also, Cole, how do you do it?
How do I do what?
How did you deal with those controls?
What controls?
Sonic Adventure.
Dude, yeah, I told you. It's
that
fucking
camera's-
awful.
That
Okay,
camera's-
yeah.
Hey. Fuck
Dude, I told you.
you. Hey, unicorn.
Like, oh. Alright. Seriously though, like, especially with fucking Knuckles on that.
I started my own. It cost 1 equip. Oh, okay, I know what that is.
But yeah, like, especially with fucking Knuckles, man, like, I'd tap it and it would go, and it would fly over, or it would go, like, the wrong fucking way. Or the camera would try to auto-fix itself when you were trying to manually rotate it, and it would just, the camera in that game is fucking terrible.
I started my own file playing the Dark Story, and just...
And you were talking mad shit. You're like, oh, control the fucking camera. And I'm like, no, the camera
look,
sucks.
man, you know what your only response was, the camera sucks, not the x-axis was fucking inverted.
You know what? I will give it to you that finding that switch took me way longer than it should have. But no, the fucking controls on that game, and as with most other Sonic games, suck ass.
If it's not a 2D Sonic, it's terrible controls.
Sonic is not meant for the third dimension.
Also, this stage it's usually always the 4th stage in a cycle.
Yeah, this is the Legend Chest one usually, isn't it?
Yeah,
There's in a cave somewhere, right?
Under here, there's a guaranteed Legend Chest every time you come in here. So anyone who listens and wants to play, if you're playing with friends or whatnot, there you go. There's a legend chest at Gary.
What did you do that you got 2 legend chests?
I was playing with a bunch of randoms, and I was nice enough. Like, I'm like, guys, there's 3 chests, 3 of us. Let's all,
Does it spawn 1 per person?
No, there's a chance that it'll spawn like regular chests that are out here, like the blue ones and whatnot, per person. But I wanted to see, does that mean it takes away from the guaranteed one? So I all told him that, and then I started saving money to buy the guaranteed one, so I got 2 chests and played it off as if I was just really lucky. Of course, it's a lot more of a pain in the ass talking in this game because it's only chat, like text chat, and having to stop
in a constant action game like this.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's like a console Stardew Valley where you have to click the trigger in and then the text window pops up and then you have to go through the...
You gotta be like Aunt Sally ate the cheese.
Aunt Sally ate what the fuck?
Don't question the shit.
No, I'm gonna question that shit.
No. I'm so used to just shit exploding right now. I just got done playing Gat Out of Hell. Now it's not 1200, it's 1700. That's quite a different number.
Should have got the kill enemies get gold thing.
No, because that makes it harder. Because if I get hit, which I very rarely pay attention if I'm getting hit.
When you had the chain lightning thing, and is that another legend chest?
No, that's a damage chest.
Oh, I forget that they recolored it. Yeah, the when you had the
Hey, I steal your ability
what I was
when
talking
you
about
die.
earlier with that everything
God damn.
arced, and you got the money thing. Well, now you're half and half on. There it is.
It's because I stole an overcharged elite's ability due to that crown. So whenever they have like a special effect, I steal it when they die. I either want Sack-Dag or
Sack-Dag.
I survived getting dagged by Daggerman.
I got dagged by Daggerman.
Any day now.
Fuck, what was all... We made a bunch of jokes out of that. Daggerman, or I got dagged by Daggerman.
It's just a lot of different variations of getting dagged by Daggerman.
Yeah, get dagged by Daggerman.
Which is just a Yu-Gi-Oh card called Performa Pal Daggerman.
Daggerman. And we made so many fucking jokes out of that thing.
Okay, out of anything Tony could have played, Daggerman was not the expected card.
Yeah, we expected Spencer's Dino deck.
The strategy never before seen.
Yeah, Spencer played the same deck.
The fuck does that mean?
Luck is on your side with the... Probably. I can Google it if you want.
Yeah,
Was
I've
it
never gotten
57 leaf clover, is that what it was?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, Spencer played the
items.
same fucking deck over and over, and everyone else like rotated it up a bit, but Spencer would always be like, "Are you ready for a strategy never before seen?" And then he'd whip out the same fucking deck.
Yeah, an old coworker of mine who quit and came back. He's getting me back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and now on Saturdays we're gonna go to local tournaments. No, at a place called Jay's.
Oh yeah. That's open play too.
I know. I'm trying to test decks on Nexus.
Oh yeah.
I want to build a Galaxy deck, which he is super adamant that I don't do because it's one big beat stick has been banned.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna go to a tournament, Yu-Gi-Oh does it. It doesn't have a rotation, right? It has
no. It's
limited...
everything is viable until they ban it.
Yeah, it's like you can have 3 of something, 2 of something, and 1 of something. That's how they limit it, right? Like certain cards you can only have 1 of. Certain cards you can have 2.
Semi-limited. Limited, you can only have 1 of that card. Semi-limited, you can have. I died. fuck. Limited, semi-limited, you can only have 2. Forbidden, you can't use it.
Yeah, I went through a big fucking Yu-Gi-Oh phase, dude.
You're the fucking light sworn.
Yeah, I had Lightsworn, I had a Blue Eyes deck, I had a Magician deck for a while. I have all 3 Egyptian God cards. They're useless competitively in real like competition, but it's just neat to have.
Monster Reborn's no longer banned.
Oh shit. I had a like trap based deck for a while, but I don't know. I really like TCG games. I just I don't know. Like I really enjoy TCG games. I just don't fucking.
Yeah.
It's just so expensive. Are you just pulling up Dueling Nexus?
Yeah. Totally.
Are you just gonna call this fucking around for?
Fucking around for an hour, yeah. Just gotta work on a window.
And then you'll get a visual in a second here. This can be a cards podcast. Nah, that'll be a thing.
I don't know.
That might be a thing eventually. I don't know. But I really like TCG games, and since we have so many fucking like comic stores and shit nearby us, like.
Fucking which one is it?
Speaking of which, I probably shouldn't have said the name of that other one because I don't think it's a chain. No, it's not. Fuck, now I have to find that and censor it.
What, not?
No. There's only one of them. I'm Googling it right now and it says it's only here.
No. I went to locals and out of town. Out of Mayhem.
Really? See other locations. No, it just says it's right fucking here. Whatever, I'll figure it out. But anyways,
I don't know which window it is.
Devin's trying to find a visual. But I really like oh yeah, there's several around Iowa. We're good. I also played at Cool Stuff in Florida. I took second place at a fucking Pokemon TCG in Florida. But like, I really like TCG games, but they're so expensive. And I just can't justify spending that much money on them. Because the thing is, you can have a fun deck and just play around, but if you want to actually win or do well at a local or anything, you're going to have to put in a good amount of money. But I guess there is the argument, you know, that Devin's having issues getting the window in here. There is the argument that, like, and it's true, you know, once you buy one deck and you get the staples, like Cynthia's used to be ends, but ends are rotated out. Like Ultra Balls, Nest Balls, shit like that. Escape board, because whatever the other one was got rotated out, I don't remember. Unless Escape, whatever. I haven't played in a couple months.